Hello everybody and welcome back to Traversing Food, where today we're going to be checking out a Danish ration. I have not reviewed a Danish ration in I'd say a little over 2.5 years, and I'm glad to get back to them because they carry a lot of Orifo items and I really enjoy those. But before I get really started on this, about 3 weeks ago somebody left me a comment that they're going to be discontinuing the grapefruit flavor of the Orifo isotonic drinks, and that's my favorite flavor. And they left their email address and to get a hold of them because they may be able to get me a bunch of them. But unfortunately with YouTube, they left the email address in there and it went to my section where I have to approve the post because they thought it was spam. But I approved the post and it didn't show up, and I didn't write your email address down or remember your name. So if you're watching this, leave another comment or send me an email at traversingfood@mail.com. I'd like to get a bunch of the Orifo drinks, or the grapefruit flavor, if that's true. But anyway, yeah, I didn't open this. Customs open it, but I'm pretty sure everything's here. Danish rations, some of them have muesli and one entree, or muesli and two entrees. The one with two entrees just has less side items and snacks. If I went through this, I'm pretty sure everything is correct. I can't verify it with another video on YouTube because the menu 6, curry meatballs, there's no other reviews of this menu on there. Just the old menu, which I think is like meat, sticks, and vegetables. But anyway, enough rambling. Let's get into this. First up, we have our chocolate muesli. And our main is meatballs and curry sauce. This has rice in it also. Back in the view. We have a little accessory pack, which I'll open that later. And we have our drink pack, which I'll open up that later too. Okay, we have fajita spice chicken jerky. It's that one sounds really good to me. I know a lot of people don't like spicy stuff, but I do. We've got a vanilla flavored cake, another Orifo product. We've got a 3-pack of whole grain biscuits. And there are some new items in here that I have not seen before. We've got 2 packs of Orifo whole rye bread. Each pack has 2 slices. Got a cranberry flavored cereal bar. A cranberry flavored protein bar. And a 72% dark chocolate. Some other things that I've not seen from Orifo before. We've got a raspberry jam. And a strawberry jam. Got a pack of spicy sauce. Got a package of tomato soup. Got a pack of Nut Walker barbecue peanuts. I love the Nut Walker brand. Got a package of hazelnut spread with chocolate flavor, kind of like Nutella. Got a little fruit pouch. This one's apple, raspberry, and blackcurrant. Chocolate drinking powder. Got a pack of matches. Brown tip. Got some mackerel and tomato. Probably tomato sauce. Got a tuna with sweet chili. Got a Brussels pate, which I believe is like your standard pork liver pate. And I believe that's Ardennes pate. I don't know if that one's like a standard soft pork liver pate or like Spam. And we have a flameless ration heater. And that's all in the box. But this is pretty much where we, I guess, start stacking stuff up on top of each other. Because there's still 2 more accessory packs to go through. And we got a pack of raisins. blackcurrant fruit minis, a lemon isotonic drink, and a peach flavored isotonic drink. I don't see the peach flavor much at all. And let's open up our other accessory pack here. Okay, we have 2 wooden spoons, and this one's already cracked. 3 packs of Colombian freeze-dried coffee. 2 packs of breakfast tea. 3 antibacterial wipes. 2 packs of sugar. 3 packs of salt. 3 packs of pepper, and sure enough, one of them's kind of broke open. 3 packs of spearmint chewing gum. 3 toothpicks. And last but not least, a toothbrush. And if this is what is normally done, there's already like a fluoride powder on the bristles. And okay, yeah, that is everything. Definitely a lot of side items and snacks to make up for just having one less entree. And like I said earlier, I guess everything is correct because we got a breakfast and an entree, and we only got 2 spoons. I'm sure if we had another entree, there'd be 3 spoons. But for now, I'm going to try and figure out what I'm going to have for breakfast and get my tray and get everything ready. Okay, here's what we're going to have for breakfast. And sorry if this sounds a little bit rushed. There's a lot of items to check out. So, got our chocolate muesli, strawberry jam, raspberry jam, our whole rye bread. Going to have some whole grain biscuits. We got our Ardennes pate and our Brussels pate, cranberry cereal bar. Going to have a mochaccino. We got 2 packs of coffee with our chocolate drink. Going to have our breakfast tea with a little bit of sugar, maybe. Now let's get this opened up. Here's anybody want to check out the information on there for ingredients and your nutritional information. You can pause it and check it out. I'm glad I didn't open this up fully on the over the table because the powder just goes everywhere. But yeah, besides chocolate chips, it looks like it's also chocolate powder in there too. Get our tea bag ready. And our chocolate drink, there's absolutely no air in this package. You have to open it up over the cup. It is just packed. Anybody wants to check that out? That's what it looks like. If I remember right, it's more of a dark chocolate, not too sweet. And pack number 2. And it's just your standard freeze-dried coffee. Okay, I'm going to get water ready for everything, and I'll be right back. Okay, let's check out our antibacterial wipe. Just your standard, like, paper. They're pretty wet. You can see your fingers through it. It's not dripping wet. Doesn't really smell like anything, which is the way I like it. And yeah, these dry pretty quick. Yeah, I think the reason I don't like the scented ones like lemon and that is like if you're eating food, every time you take a bite, you're gonna smell that lemon or just a fragrance. And we have our rye bread. Interesting. Looks like it used to be like a bigger piece because there's the cut, and that would be kind of like the crust. And at first I thought maybe it'd be like the rye bread from Estonia or made from there, but no, that's an Orifo product. I tried to get the best biscuits, at least that felt okay, but yeah, they're all pretty beat up. And our Ardennes pate. And the Brussels pate. Well, that didn't want to open worth a darn. A little bit lighter. Excuse me. Our cranberry cereal bar, which I love the cranberry bars. I kind of like the cookies and cream bar too, but it can be a little dry. That looks pretty good. Okay, where to start first? Let's check out this whole grain biscuit. And those are pretty good. They're kind of crunchy. Has a really good wheat flavor, but they are a bit dry. And it almost tastes like it's a little bit more sweet than salty. And we'll check out this rye bread. And that is also quite good. Also maybe a touch dry, but if you've ever had the German rations that has the round tin of the rye bread slices, the texture and taste is almost exactly the same, which is fine with me because I like that too. Alright, check out our patés. It kind of smells like your standard Brunswager, very soft. Yeah, that has your standard Brunswager flavor. It's very tasty. I remember when I was a kid, I hated that stuff, but I love it now. And it's been a good 5 minutes, so our tea is done. And we'll give it a taste. And that has a really good flavor to it. Quite enjoyable. It almost has, seems like a little bit of a natural sweetness. Very smooth. I don't need the sugar. And we're going to check out our Ardennes pate. Just as smooth as the Brussels pate, that's for sure. And you can tell it's a little bit coarser than the Brussels pate, but it still has that same Brunswager flavor. And sorry, but there's not much of a flavor difference to me. I know I looked up online, it says that pate has herbs and spices added to it, but I really can't tell for some reason. But I do know that I want to try them with the rye bread. Yeah, it goes really good with the rye bread. I'm going to use the jams with the wheat biscuits. Check out the strawberry jam. It has a pretty good strawberry flavor to it. It has a nice sweetness. It's not overly sweet, which is a plus to me. And almost has a nice, really decent natural flavor to it. Let's check the ingredients really quick. Yeah, it does have a few fruit juices added to it, but it's nice to see that it starts with strawberry puree instead of like high fructose corn syrup. And same thing with the raspberry jam. You know, first ingredient, raspberry, 50%. Let's see what this looks like. About the consistency or thickness about the same as the strawberry. And yeah, that is a whole lot better to me than a strawberry jam. They're both good, but this has a really nice raspberry flavor. A little bit sweet, tastes really natural, and still got a few seeds in there too. Check these jams out on the biscuit. Yeah, these go really well with biscuits. Helps out with the dryness. Yeah, that's really good. Give our mochaccino a stir. and check it out. Yeah, I'm glad I added 2 packs of coffee to that. Just 1 pack of coffee. You really didn't taste coffee, but you do now. That's about 8 ounces of water I used. Seems that it worked out pretty good. And our cranberry bar. Looks like it's got a lot of oat flakes in there. It's got cranberries and raisins. This is going to be good, I know it is. Yeah, that's a really nice cranberry flavor. You can taste the raisins too. It's got a little Rice Krispies in there, so it's crunchy, but it's not dry. It's a really good bar. Okay, check out our chocolate muesli. It just says it'll rest for 5 minutes, but I know it rested a little bit longer than that. Let's see what that looks like. Looks like the consistency has come out really well. There we go. Definitely a decent amount of food. Consistency is really nice. It's not too thin, not too thick. Some people might want it different. Definitely a lot of chocolate chips in there. Different types of oat and bran flakes. And it has good flavor, but man, wow, it's sweet. This is like Tracy Phillips sweet. I know he'd like this. All the cereal flakes still have a good texture to them. I just use room temp water. That's what I usually use in the muesli. But yeah, it's really good. Good chocolate flavor too. But anyway, that's going to do it for breakfast. So far, everything's really good. I'm really impressed with the Orifo rye bread and the raspberry and strawberry jams. Really good. I hope to see more of these Orifo products in other rations. Like I said, that's it for breakfast. I'll see you at lunchtime. Okay, everybody, here we are for lunch. We're just going to have a bunch of sides and snacks. So we got our fajita spice chicken jerky, our vanilla pound cake, tuna with sweet chili, mackerel and tomatoes, raisins, got some rye bread and biscuits, got our cranberry protein bar, our hazelnut spread with chocolate flavor, and our lemon drink. I think we've been through this routine plenty of times. Give me a second and get the drink ready real quick. Okay, now that that's done, let's start getting everything else opened up. There's tuna, like a Thai chili sauce, and our mackerel and tomato. Let's see here. How do I want to do this? I'll just have the biscuits off the side here. And the raisins. Looks like we got regular raisins and maybe golden raisins. Open up our vanilla pound cake. Like how it's wrapped in a kind of paper so it doesn't stick to the package. Which I think I'm just going to leave it on there so it don't stick to the tray. Protein bar. I can smell cranberry from up here. I'll tell you what, I'm going to move this over here. Put that off side. I gotta find a place for my beef jerky. Well, I know it's chicken jerky, but I didn't expect it to, well, look like that, I guess you can say. I could smell the spices on that, though, that's for sure. And our rye bread. Move our raisins over. Put our biscuits there, because you know they're going to be crumbly. Well, maybe not too bad. Oh, let's start off with first. Let's start off with some of this jerky. It just it's just a weird looking jerky. It looks like it was just, I don't know if it's actual uh, chicken that was dried or it's all processed together and dried. It's just cut different and weird. I don't know. You know, it's cut a little thick, so you're going to be doing some chewing. The fajita spice flavor is really nice. It doesn't have no heat to it. But to me, it actually could use a little bit of salt. Good savory flavor. Nice flavor, though. So which one is this? I think this is the tuna with the Thai spices. Yeah, it's a tuna with sweet chili. Has no heat to it, even though it says chili. It's a little bit sweet, which for, you know, being tuna fish, I find that kind of odd. But it does have good flavor. I do like that. This is the mackerel and tomato. And that one actually surprised me a bit. The tomato flavor is a little weak, but I was expecting usually mackerel is, you know, really fragrant and kind of a smelly fish, but this is not. Both of them are seasoned really well, and yeah, I like them both. I'm going to try both these with some rye bread. Or make too much of a mess. Yeah, they seem to go together really well with the bread. And the bread's a little bit dry, so yeah, these help out quite a bit. Yeah, the mackerel and tomato goes with the rye bread a whole lot better than the tuna fish. Let's get a drink of our lemon isotonic drink. And that's one thing I like about the Orifo drinks, and especially the lemon. It's just not flavored with, you know, citric acid. It's actually got natural lemon flavor. It's a little bit sweet, a little bit tart, and really enjoyable. And let's check out some of our raisins here. And you know, they're just raisins, but they got good flavor. I like it when they don't put sugar on the outside. I like them a lot better that way. Okay, and let's get a piece of this vanilla pound cake here. And yeah, it's just good old vanilla pound cake. Always enjoyable. It's a nice dense cake, nice and sweet. But I think I'm going to have some of this hazelnut spread with that. See if that tastes like good old Nutella. Probably does. Yeah, just good old, like I said, hazelnut spread with chocolate. Good hazelnut flavor. You can taste the chocolate. It's not overly sweet. It's really good. And yeah, that definitely goes really well with the pound cake. I'm definitely going to be finishing that with a lot of the hazelnut spread. Oh, I about forgot about our cranberry protein bar. So I guess standard protein bar maybe on the bottom with the cranberry flavoring on top. Oh, maybe, yeah, it's got bits of cranberries in there too. Looks like a little Rice Krispies. And being a, you know, protein bar, it doesn't have a heavy protein flavor, but I guess with that spread on top, I believe the cranberry cereal bar that I had for breakfast has a little bit better of a cranberry or natural cranberry flavor. But it's still not bad. I just like the cereal bar better. But anyway, that's going to do it for lunch. But overall, you know, really good lunch. And until then, I'll see you at dinner. Okay, here we are for dinner. But for dinner, we're going to have our meatballs and curry sauce, our tomato soup, our barbecue peanuts, our fruit mini bites, our fruit pouch, our Orifo chocolate bar, our peach drink, and we'll be checking out our gum and the spicy sauce. But anyway, we'll get our main meal started in our flameless ration heater. We just fill it to the line and got our tape here. I cannot remember how fast these start. We'll find out though, that's for sure. Alright, there we go. That's better. Oh, she's getting hot already. That one started off pretty quick. Let me set this aside and, oh, that is pretty dang hot. Let it do its thing. Yeah, that heating bag, it expanded really quick. But let's see here. Got a drink ready. Yeah, I can smell that peach flavor. And our tomato soup, which just calls for 175 milliliters of hot water. And we've got little pieces of pasta in there. But anyway, going to get water ready for our drink and our soup. I'll be right back. Okay, now that drinks and soup's ready, let's start getting everything else out. Our barbecue peanuts. And our fruit drink and our chocolate. Open up our chocolate really quick. A little bit broken, but there's absolutely no bloom to it. Here we go. And our fruit minis, which are blackcurrant. And our fruit pouch, which was apple, raspberry, and blackcurrant. That opened up. There we go. It's kind of, I guess it's, you'd say it's the texture of baby food. But we'll start with that. That's all it is. It's just a whole bunch of pureed fruits. Yeah, it tastes pretty good. It's got a nice balance between a tartness and sweetness. You can barely taste the raspberry and the blackcurrant. Most of the taste is apple. I'll set that aside to get out of the way. And check out some of our barbecue peanuts. It's more like a hard coating. It's not too bad of a barbecue flavor. It's a little bit sweet. Good crunch. I do like it. I wish it had more of a, I guess a tangy barbecue flavor though. Now I'm not saying they're bad. I just think they could be a little bit better. And our our soup just looks like all the tomato flavoring just falls out to the bottom. It's just called for 175 milliliters of water. I thought it'd be, a little bit thicker. And that's not too bad. The little pasta rings, they're a little bit soft. It has a good tomato flavor to it. I guess the little green specks in there is probably parsley. And it's a little bit sweet. I actually think it's pretty good. Okay, give our drink a quick try. That's a nice peach flavor. It's nice and sweet. The flavor's real good. All right, a little blackcurrant, little gummy candies, and I think these taste pretty good. Granted, I've never had actual blackcurrants before. This has like a little bit of a tart berry flavor to it. Not too sweet, but they're really enjoyable. Okay, and we have our main, and man, that thing is hot. 400 grams, and the heater in that bag is massive. I mean, it probably expanded up to about that thick. A lot thicker than, yeah, about as thick as the bottom of the meal I got. But another thing I like about that ration heater, it don't stink. let's see what we got here. Oh, that's hot. I know it may not look like it, but my fingers are, man, it was burning. My fingers burning on that pouch. But it smells pretty good. It doesn't really smell like your standard like curry flavor that you might get off the shelf, but it has a nice smell to it. Looks like the rice is kind of broken up a bit. Meatballs are pretty decent size. But let's just try out some of the rice first. Yeah, that has a really nice flavor to it. It seems kind of heavy on, I'd say, the cumin, the cardamom, and the actually the celery, I think. Let me the meatballs are pork and chicken. See if I can break one of these apart. See what it looks like on the inside. Yeah, this is really good. I'm enjoying this. Doesn't really have any heat to it. Nice and savory. It I don't know if that's like a creamy taste or it just has a lot of butter in it, I think. It kind of has a mouthfeel that just coats your tongue. But yeah, that's really nice. I'm going to definitely be finishing this for dinner. 1, 2, let me see how many meatballs are in there. 3, 4, and I ate one, so there's 5 meatballs in here. But it's plenty of food. It's 400 grams. I'd definitely be enjoying every bit of this. But see what this spicy sauce tastes like. I'm not going to put any on there. I don't think it needs it. Even though I like spicy food, I just want to see what this tasted like. And yeah, it's definitely a dark red spicy. And that's actually pretty good. I'm used to a spicy sauce that like comes in the US rations, but this is not very vinegary at all. It has a nice back of your throat heat to it. It's not overpowering, but it actually has a really nice flavor to it. And let's check out our chocolate bar. It's a nice chocolate bar. It's not too bitter. It's more on the sweet side. Kind of like your Nestle chocolate bars, which are pretty good. And we'll check out our spearmint gum. Get 2 nice pieces in there. And the gum's pretty good. It has a nice balance between a spearmint flavor and sweetness. And it only lasts a couple of minutes, but it's still longer than a lot of gums out there. But anyway, that's going to do it for dinner. Everything here, it was really enjoyable. I wish tomato soup had more of a tomato flavor to it. And it just looks weird. It just settles out. You'd think it just blend right in, but it doesn't. But overall, I think the ration was pretty good. Definitely a lot of snacks and sides. This 400 gram main, definitely gonna fill you up. I'm really glad I got this menu. But anyway, it's been a review of this Danish 24-hour menu number 6. It's curry meatballs. If I could find it, I'd probably definitely buy this one again. But I hope you enjoyed the review. If you did, hit that like button, share with your friends, subscribe. I'll see you next time.